Let me ask all of you a simple question. If someone questions you, what did you do yesterday? Can you explain your whole day in English using past tense? If that feels difficult, don't worry. In this video, we'll show you 6 simple sentences that will help you talk about yesterday easily, even if you are a beginner. So hit the subscribe button for English lessons from the English Time YT, where we learn English and speak confidently. Hello everyone, welcome back to the English Time YT.
Hi everyone, we're really happy to have you here again.
Hi Alex, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Lily. I'm excited because today we are going to talk about something that every English learner needs: how to talk about yesterday in English.
Exactly. That's why today we are going to learn 6 very simple sentences that can help you describe your whole day yesterday. And to help us learn these sentences easily, we have a special guest with us today.
Yes, please welcome Jessie, who is going to teach us these past tense sentences step by step in our podcast.
Hello everyone watching this video, I am Jessie. Today I will show you 6 simple sentences that will help you explain your whole day in English from morning to night. So let's start with the first sentence. The first sentence is: Yesterday, I woke up at. The important phrase here is woke up. The phrase woke up means the moment when you stop sleeping and get out of bed in the morning. Native speakers often start their story about yesterday with this sentence because it is the beginning of the day. For example, you can say, Yesterday, I woke up at 7 a.m. This means that yesterday your day started at 7 in the morning. Another example is, Yesterday, I woke up early because I had a class. Here, you are explaining the reason why you woke up early. Last example is, Yesterday, I woke up late, so I rushed to college. In this example, you are describing a small problem in your morning routine. So when you want to start talking about your past day, you can begin like this. Yesterday, I woke up at 7, brushed my teeth, and started studying. This simple sentence helps your listener understand how your day started.
That's very easy to understand. It's a great way to start explaining your day.
So after we wake up, we usually do the next activity. Jessie, what is the next sentence we can use?
Now let's move to the second sentence you can use when talking about your yesterday. The sentence is, After that, I. The important phrase here is after that. The phrase after that is used to describe what happened next in your routine. It helps you connect one activity to the next activity in your story. When you talk about yesterday, you usually describe your day step by step, and this phrase helps you move your story forward naturally. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. I had breakfast. After that, I went to university. In this example, the first activity is breakfast, and the next activity is going to university. Example 2. I finished my homework. After that, I watched a movie. Here, the person is explaining what they did next after completing their homework. Example 3. I cleaned my room. After that, I relaxed for a while. So this phrase is very useful because it helps you connect your daily activities while describing yesterday. For example, you could say, Yesterday, I woke up at 7. After that, I took a shower and had breakfast. This makes your story sound clear and organized.
Yesterday, I woke up at 7. After that, I went to the gym.
That's amazing, Lily. Yesterday I also woke up early. After that, I prepared breakfast. I am truly enjoying it. So, Jessie, what sentence should we use next?
Great, now let's look at the third useful sentence for talking about yesterday. The sentence is, I spent some time. The key phrase here is spent some time. This phrase means that you used a part of your time doing a particular activity. It is a very natural expression that native speakers use when they want to explain how they used their time during the day. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. I spent some time studying English in the afternoon. This means that the person used part of their afternoon to study English. Example 2. I spent some time talking with my friend yesterday. This means they used some time having a conversation with their friend. Example 3. I spent some time watching YouTube after lunch. This example explains how the person used their free time. You can also combine this sentence with other parts of your story. For example, yesterday afternoon, I spent some time reading a book and practicing English vocabulary. This phrase is very useful because it helps you describe how you used your time during the day.
Yesterday afternoon, I spent some time reading a book.
Yesterday evening, I spent some time practicing English.
That sounds very natural, so Jesse, what comes next in our story about yesterday?
Now let's learn the fourth sentence that helps you continue your story. The sentence is later in the day. The key phrase here is later in the day. This phrase is used when you want to talk about something that happened after the earlier part of your day, usually in the afternoon or evening. It helps move your story forward in time. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. Later in the day, I met my friend at a cafe. This tells us that meeting the friend happened after the earlier activities of the day. Example 2. Later in the day, I went to the market to buy some groceries. Here, the person is describing an activity that happened later. Example 3. Later in the day, I studied for my exam. This example shows how the person used their time in the afternoon or evening. You can use this phrase to smoothly continue your story. For example, yesterday morning I went to university. Later in the day, I visited the library to study. This helps your listener follow your story step by step.
Yesterday morning, I studied at home. Later in the day, I met my friend.
Yesterday I went shopping. Later in the day, I visited my cousin.
Great examples, so Jesse, what sentence can we use to talk about the evening?
Now let's move to the fifth sentence. The sentence is in the evening. The key phrase here is in the evening. This phrase is used when you want to talk about something that happened during the evening time. Usually, this is the time when people relax, talk to family, watch movies, or finish their work. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. In the evening, I watched a movie with my family. Example 2. In the evening, I talked to my parents. Example 3. In the evening, I finished my homework and relaxed. You can also add more details when you use this phrase. For example, in the evening, I studied English for 1 hour and then watched a short podcast. This helps you explain what you did during the evening part of your day.
In the evening, I studied English for 1 hour.
In the evening, I watched a documentary.
Nice. That sounds like a good evening routine, so Jesse, what sentence can we use to finish our story about yesterday?
Now let's learn the final sentence, which helps you end your story about yesterday. The sentence is before I went to bed. The key phrase here is went to bed. This phrase refers to the time when you prepare to sleep and go to bed at night. When you use this sentence, you are usually describing the last activity you did before sleeping. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. Before I went to bed, I read a book. Example 2. Before I went to bed, I checked my phone. Example 3. Before I went to bed, I prepared my bag for tomorrow. This sentence is a great way to finish your story about yesterday. For example, before I went to bed, I watched a short podcast and then went to sleep. This clearly shows the last activity of your day.
Before I went to bed, I watched a YouTube video.
And, before I went to bed, I read a few pages of a book.
Great! So today we learned 6 simple sentences that can help you describe your yesterday in English using past tense. Now it's your turn to practice. In the comments below, try to write 2 or 3 sentences about what you did yesterday using any of these phrases. For example, you could write something like, yesterday, I woke up at 8. After that, I had breakfast. In the evening, I watched a movie. Practicing like this will help you remember the past tense and start speaking more confidently. And if you want to learn more useful English for your daily life, don't forget to subscribe to the English Time YT.
Also, you can watch our video about everyday English words you must know, where we teach you common phrases that native speakers use in daily conversations.
Thanks for watching, keep practicing, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.